This is Network 18. And you are watching CNBC TV 18.
All right, that's HPCL there, and another petrol price hike is probably coming soon. But let's move now to the latest in the Lavasa tangle. CNBC TV 18 learns that the Maharashtra government is likely to launch criminal proceedings against Lavasa this week. We're now joined by the Chairman and Managing Director of Hindustan Construction, AJIT GULABCHAND. Mr. GULABCHAND, many thanks for joining us here on CNBC TV 18. What do you make of this turn of events? Because the last time when we spoke, the Ministry of Environment had said that the Maharashtra government had failed to act against you. Then we heard that the Ministry of Environment had asked the Maharashtra government to act against you, and now we pick up that they may in fact initiate criminal proceedings against Lavasa.
Well, as far as this particular condition is concerned, it's a very common condition to all such clearances given by MOEF over the years. So this is nothing new. This has been said when in 31st the expert appraisal committee recommended the proposal for clearance, as well as when the MOEF accepted it. So this is nothing new, and this was the reason why it has held up the clearance for a while. What is more important in this whole case is that this project was ordered, and don't forget, the state is doing as the agent of the MOEF. It is not an action initiated by the state government, and they have only to initiate the action to satisfy the state MOEF. It is as their agent. Now the important feature here is not this. The important feature is that this project was sought by the Maharashtra government to be built. Environment appraisals were done on this, impact studies were done, and the Maharashtra government gave the environment clearance. The MOEF later on, suddenly in the middle of the project, said we should have taken theirs, and even their expert appraisal committee has recommended the project for clearance, as well as the MOEF ministry has itself, the competent authority, has accepted that. Except that they created some preconditions. Now, I don't understand that with so many clearances already on hand, why we are being denied an actual clearance. Just issuing this clearance is even...
I understand that, Mr. GULABCHAND, and that's an argument that you've made in the past as well. But I want to specifically ask you, because you spoke about how this is not action that's been initiated by the Maharashtra government. This is action that has been initiated or is likely to be initiated by the Maharashtra government at the behest of the Ministry of Environment. You've obviously been in touch with your lawyers, because you're in touch with your lawyers. What are your lawyers telling you about the fact that they're likely to press criminal charges?
Please listen, you're overdoing the criminal charge business. When you please look at what it is, it has been done in every case from POSCO down to every case where Maharashtra, where the MOEF has given clearance has imposed this condition. So it's nothing new throughout the country. It is better you ask MOEF whether they have insisted as a precondition in all other cases, and why they are discriminating against Lavasa. This is the other feature. They put in preconditions. Why did they put preconditions? In the history of MOEF, they have not put preconditions, and they still put it in our case. Now this is discrimination. We feel this is injustice. Please, why would investors invest in India if this is how you're going to treat major investors? Shouldn't remember something. India needs 500 more cities, like Professor Prahlad said. This is the second city we are attempting after Chandigarh, and we have built it to international standards. We've got awards on environmental issues overseas. With all this happening, for a mere jurisdiction issue, for 12 months you have withheld clearance, and since their own committee, so two environmental clearances on hand, and yet no certificate, because Maharashtra government did not act what MOEF wanted. What is Lavasa's thing? So we feel singled out, discriminated against.
Sure. Yeah. If I can just go back to the observation that was made by the High Court, and the judges had very clearly said that we're restraining ourselves at this stage to express our opinion about the manner in which the issue is being handled by the respondents, that's the Ministry of Environment. However, we want to make it absolutely clear that the time of 3 weeks granted by the court as prayed for passing the final order on the application shall not be extended in any circumstances. Do you believe that the fact that the Maharashtra government is now going to initiate, you don't want to make too much of it, but criminal proceedings against Lavasa, is that going to change this?
What would change? I hope that even now I don't see the need for MOEF to wait for Maharashtra government to act to give clearance. But if this is all that it takes to give clearance, they should give it quickly. They've starved this project, crippled this project over the last 12 months. It has given a bad signal to investor community around the world that not only we take time in giving clearances, we stop projects midway, we cause harm to investments, no amount of predictability or certainty is possible in the country. And besides this
Right.
is gross injustice.
Mr. Gulabchand,
how can the minister
one way or
behave
the
in such
other,
an arbitrary manner?
one way or the other, Mr. Gulabchand, will we hear the final word on this by the 10th of November? That was the date that was set by the High Court.
Well, that's I should think so. And I hope even before that. Why should it wait till the last date? There's nothing left to be done.
There's nothing left to be done. Let's see what the Maharashtra government finally does.
Shouldn't I urge you?
Yes.
I urge you to please take up the issue with MOEF. Where are your objective standards and norms? Where are the transparent processes that everybody will know? Like you have Euro 6 norms. Do you have them? Why aren't you creating them? Why are different treatments being given to different people? Why are we being singled out when nobody else has been posed any conditions? Ask them if this condition which is placed in almost every other clearance, whether they have actually followed it up. I mean, this is gross injustice. The media is there to also serve the cause of justice. So please question them.
And the court is the final say as far as the cause of justice is concerned, and you will probably get to hear from the Bombay High Court on this matter by the 10th of November. Ajit Gulabchand, it's always a pleasure speaking with you. Many thanks for joining us to take us through the latest developments as far as the Lavasa case is concerned. But up next on What's Hot, the government plan...
This is Network 18. And you are watching CNBC TV 18.